everyone, I am Dr. Yamini Kale. Today we are going to discuss safe laparoscopic entry in a thin patient. What is so challenging about laparoscopic entry in a thin patient? The first and most dreaded complication is vascular injuries. Second is bowel injuries. And third is extraperitoneal insufflation of CO2. Vascular injuries are so common in thin patients. This is because of the close proximity of abdominal wall and retroperitoneal structures. The major vessels like distal aorta and right common iliac artery lie just 2 centimeters below the umbilicus. Let us look at the different methods of entry in a thin patient. The first is with Verey's needle. Whenever we are using a Verey's needle, the patient position should always be flat before insertion of the Verey's needle. The Verey's needle should be inserted at 45 degrees angle to the skin at the level of umbilicus to prevent injuries. Verey's needle can also be inserted at Palmer's point, which is 2 centimeters below the left costal margin in the mid-clavicular line to minimize injuries. Extraperitoneal insufflation of CO2 is another common problem in thin patients. To prevent this, we must always confirm the intra-abdominal position of the Verey's needle. The best method to do this is to check the pressure setting on the CO2 insufflator, which must be less than 10 millimeters of mercury. The other tests that can be used are a double click sound of the Verey's needle, a hanging drop of saline, or a syringe test. The other methods of entry are open or Hassan's technique and direct trocar technique, in which no prior pneumoperitoneum is made. This is a faster technique with lesser insufflation problems. No method has any advantage over each other in terms of reducing vascular injuries. A surgeon must always use the technique which he or she is most comfortable with. Accessory trocar should always be inserted under vision with adequate insufflation to prevent injury to inferior epigastric artery. Bowel injuries are the next common problem in thin patients. A good bowel preparation prior to surgery is a must. Adequate insufflation of 15 to 18 millimeters of mercury is necessary. Always remember never to insert a Verey's needle or a primary trocar perpendicular to the skin at the level of umbilicus in a thin patient to prevent bowel injuries. Always remember that all things are difficult before they get easy. So always be cautious while beginning a laparoscopic surgery in a thin-built patient.